Hey, Awesomes, I'm back. Okay, so I got 5 minutes went fast. So as I was saying, we want to make sure that we get that contrast and that interactivity built in there as well. So we've got really good hierarchy here, right? I like the use of the bullet points. We just need something that so we can click maybe around, not only without just having to use the menu, right? So when we go to let's say communication, things like that, we need to make sure that the artifacts, maybe they can click on the artifact and it'll come up. Here's these are some samples of the actual ones that we need in here that we're talking about, perhaps from the paper. Now, one thing I do like here, she didn't just copy and paste in the entire communication section, right? She just brought in the very specific things that we need. But if we're going to refer to examples or samples or things like that, we need to be able to bring those samples in and upload them as PDFs and then kind of refer to them and even link them perhaps in some of the verbiage that we've got right there. But overall, so it's neat. I like this. I like this page a lot. It's done very, very well. But there again, we've got good hierarchy. The only thing really missing was in some of that interactivity, so that these things here are meaningful into what's being said up there. Whereas if you're talking about a comfortable office space, maybe that should um, be see below, or maybe these link here to here, right? So if we say, okay, comfortable office space, if that say that was a hyperlink and then it brought up this picture as opposed to the person, now we got to we got to assume that that's what we're talking about. We got to try to take as much of the guesswork out of your audience, of your user, of your website as possible. So it's kind of I guess, a basic overview, if you will. So we'll go back to the week 12 page here real quick, and provided I've got just enough time to squeeze it in, I did put a sample PowerPoint up. Now, of course, obviously, this is just the PowerPoint. You don't have the recording to do that, to listen, right, and watch the person going over the recording. It's a little bit more challenging to do, but it does give a different perspective and the opportunity for you to explain and to talk. And then that's where some of the interactivity comes in. This particular PowerPoint does have, I think it's down here on one of these pages, if it'll load in time, where as the person is going through and gets to, I forget which one of these sections here, but like this is a link, right? Or one of these is a link to either a video, or it brings up something else other than what's on the PowerPoint. So it kind of, there again, kind of making it a little bit more interactive in that way. And that's kind of what we're looking for in that we're talking about visual design. We still want to have balance, contrast, those kinds of things, as we've talked about. Now, we'll talk a little bit more about those later, but I want to just give you an overview to get you thinking about it, thinking about that this particular assignment isn't necessarily just copying and pasting Project 2 sections either onto a website or onto a PowerPoint or onto an infographic. I've got an infographic coming. Hopefully have that up here in the next day or two. And then, of course, also our embedded writing specialist, Caitlin, is going to be posting some videos talking about multimodality, visual basic design elements, kind of like we're talking right now, and also provide you with some more samples. All right, guys, as I wrap this up, I just want to reiterate. So let's go back to this here. I want to reiterate that while I do accept late work, I encourage you, just because Project 2 and Project 3, the multimodal essay, are kind of tied into each other, get Project 2 to me as fast as possible. Hopefully by this Sunday, so I can get it back to you, right? So you can then start working on Project 3. But if you've got some edits or some revision that you want to make to rhetorical analysis, and you've got plenty of time to still got plenty of time to get those together, and I'll talk more about that later as well. All right, you guys have a most wonderful week, and we'll be talking again soon. If there's anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to meet with you anytime. All right, guys, stay safe, stay awesome. Bye.